Hey, this is a video about installing a two-way radio into a truck made by Freightliner. It's not a common type of installation, so we put the antenna with a mirror bracket. So on the mirror, you drill a hole right here, you put a grommet. Okay, you put some silicone. Of course, the antenna, you put special grease that prevents the water to get sucked in through here to this gasket. Many times the antenna coil gets damaged inside because of the water. Okay, so you run the cable through this one. The easiest way is to dismantle this mirror. You take it apart, fish the cable through an opening right here. Otherwise, you would have to use a fishing device to fish it all the way here and up. So take these 4 bolts out with an star key or Torx. Okay, so you take the bolts out, separate the mirror mounting bracket from the body. You will have a gap of maybe 5 centimeters. So you can turn this one and you can work around the wire. So once you fish the antenna coaxial cable to this opening, so you take this one apart again. So take it apart, leave it hanging on the wire, that's okay. The wire has a sort of a mesh which make it strong. Then fish the cable, the coaxial cable out. Then once all the cable is out, you fish it back in the other segment. Okay, you do it in 2 segments to make it easier and smarter way to do it. So you fish it back in here, you get it underneath, fish it back again, fish it inside the door. But before you fish into the door, you would have to open the trim panel on the door. So of course you have to take off these bolts for the door handle. Take this panel, but you don't take it out. You just kind of make a large opening here, like you crack it open large. You won't break anything here. And again, take these 2 screws. There is a kind of a plastic. So you take that plastic off and make sure you preserve the glue. There is a special glue in here. Fish the cable from the antenna, from the mirror. You fish it in the door, fish it all the way, then fish it back in here. So for that you would have to drill a hole into this grommet. I tried several times different other cars to use the same grommet for the existing harness, but it won't fit. So we drill a hole about 1 centimeter, like a 10 millimeter above. So make sure when you drill it, it's a narrow space, you will need an angle drill or some tool. Make sure you don't drill into the harness. I've seen people doing damaging harnesses in cars. So you drill on top, use a fishing tape or fishing rod or whatever, an antenna whip, whatever tool you come up with. So fish that inside. So what I did today, I use an old coaxial cable. I put some grease through that hole, the hole I made earlier. Okay, fished it inside. There is a hole in here. I pulled that cable. I taped that my fish cable with the coaxial cable that was coming from the antenna, which I was sticking out here. Fish it back here. Now you have to remove a panel, which is this panel here. So it has 4 bolts. You have to remove this type of bolts with a Torx. Then you run the cable here. Then you use this hole in here into the body. Okay. So you will have to silicone seal this one, fish it inside, and of course you have to remove some panels in here, as you see, so you can get the cable inside here, run it up and run it to the radio, which I'm going to install it over there. Okay, so everything else is a normal two-way radio installation. You have to connected to the fuse panel, to the accessory if the customer wants to be accessory powered radio. So that's a 2-3 hours installation, depends how fast you are and how many times you've done it, but just showing you some things. Thank you, bye bye.